Hello, welcome. I'm Claudia if you're new here. Today we are going to be doing some emergency repots. It's SOS situation on both of them, and one of them is a good thing and one of them is not a good thing. It's a very concerning thing, and we may need to, I don't know, we need to get in there, see what's going on, and then proceed accordingly. First, a little bit of housekeeping. I got a couple of comments in my last video saying that you could hear the annoying, it's the fan sound from my cabinets. Let me know how annoying it is to you. Honestly, I don't even hear it anymore, and I do have a microphone that sits on my camera, but I know that whether I have the microphone or I'm using the camera's microphone, it still catches that sound. I would like to invest on some better microphone that can kind of, you know, tune out or like not catch those extra sounds, but it's just not something that I can afford at the moment. But I would love your feedback and how annoying it is to you, and definitely, you know, if it's something that's really bothersome and that's affecting the quality of, or you know, just how much you enjoy watching my videos, it's definitely something that I want to address and just have it be a more pleasant video for you. So please let me know. Okay, back to the plants. I really should have tended to the one that's kind of an emergency situation a lot sooner, but I've just been focusing on other things, I guess, or it's just like fallen down the list of priorities. Obviously the spider mites were more important. I did a bunch of repots on plants that were doing well, and I wanted them to continue to do well, especially set them up correctly for the growing season, and you'll see that video soon, probably before this one. So yeah, I just haven't gotten to it, but let me just get the plant and let's rip the band-aid and get it over with. I brought some supplies, but I'm honestly not even sure what I'm gonna need. Let me just show you the plant. I had actually mentioned it in another video saying I was like a bit concerned. It's my Philodendron patriciae. So it stopped intaking water from this reservoir thing that I did. This is called like the watering straw or something like that. And then obviously this looks really gross now. And yeah, you can see it looks really unhappy. And it isn't a clear pot, so I could have brought it out, I guess, a lot sooner. Yeah, it's just, it stopped intaking water. So I've been watering it like just little bits from the top. I can't really tell through this container whether there's anything going on with the roots or not, so we're just going to have to bring it out and see what's up. Yeah, I have no idea. No idea what happened. I don't know if, yeah, I don't know. No idea. I feel very much like my instinct or anyone's instinct would be like, it's that watering straw, but I really don't think that that's the problem. I think, I don't know, maybe something to do with the substrate, or it wasn't getting enough light or something like that. I really don't think it has anything to do with the watering straw, but let me aim you down a little bit. We'll bring her out and figure out what's going on, and worst comes to worst, we'll chop and prop, I guess. Brought this little container to empty her out in there. Yeah, this looks disgusting. Ugh. I wonder if I can just, no, I can't not just pull it out. Yeah, the soil in the bottom here is still wet. So clearly some sort of, I don't know, root issue, like, I don't know, or just the substrate was holding on to too much moisture. I also think that I just like plopped and filled from whatever the original substrate was. I can see some roots. I would love it if I could just get rid of this. Okay. I need to lift my sleeves because I can't work like this when I'm worried about the soil just getting all on me. I think honestly it was this original soil. It's just too compacted and not allowing any water to be absorbed. Basically hydrophobic is what I'm trying to say. So there are some roots, but honestly they look really dry and crispy. I'm like trying to break this apart with not much success. Yeah, I usually don't like to plop and fill when it's like their original substrate because it's usually very, very compacted. And then also I got this, it was like a small little tissue culture thing. So I'm sure, yeah, none of these roots are good. I'm gonna have to chop and prop this thing. All of these roots are just like dried out from not getting any moisture for who knows how long. So I think I'm gonna chop, try to reroot the top cutting, and then also just chop all the roots from the base and try to reroot that. And honestly, none of these top leaves look great, so it's not like I'm trying to save any of them, to be completely honest. But for node purposes, I think I'm gonna chop right here. Okay. And then I think I'll get, I don't know, I might just leave the leaves to see if they can help provide any energy that'll help it root. And then the bottom, I'm just gonna chop everything off. Ugh, what a bummer. Okay, the good news is this is still alive. So hopefully we can bring it back. I did bring some stratum. I did not bring any cups. So let me go grab some cups so that we can place this in. And yeah, we'll just try to reroot it, I guess. That's our best bet. Be right back. I have to say, after seeing how like hydrophobic and hard that center root ball was, and it wasn't intaking moisture or nutrients, obviously, I'm pretty impressed with the plant and how hardy it is. It was still pushing out, or attempting to push out, a new leaf right there. And even though, I mean, I could tell it's thirsty and unhappy, like it should be looking much, much worse in my opinion. So I'm really impressed. Okay, I just brought these little cups and we're just going to place them in here with stratum. I am gonna take it over to my grow rack because I don't know, I just feel, I mean, it's a grow rack for a reason, but I like holding all my props and stuff over there. I find that, I don't know, I just better make the rounds at caring for them, making sure I refill the water when I need it, and plus they get really great growing conditions over there. So it's going to move temporarily out of this space. And then this is the bottom that we will hopefully also try to reroot. And so here we go, and I'll take them over to the grow rack now so that hopefully they can start their recovery process. The next plant I'm much more excited about. It is the Clarinervium. This lives in my Millsbo wide cabinet. You saw it recently in my spider mite treatment eradication situation and the roots were just completely out of control in here. So we are going to finally give it, oh my gosh, the reflection was making it seem like something was crawling on the very edge here. But no, I'm actually really happy to report that the spider mites, I haven't seen any. And yeah, I'm very, very excited. I'm paranoid now with the reflection. But yeah, we're good. So yeah, I haven't seen any more spider mites in there since, but I do want to get them all out again. It's been about a week and a half, and spray them down again with my DIY pest prevention just in case. But I'm so happy that that's under control, because it was really weighing on me for months. But I got one of those big, they're Dixiter pots. So this is what they look like. I did my crystallinum in one of them, and they're pretty big, and they're basically like the knockoff version of the lechuza pots. But some of the lechuza pots, first of all, they're more expensive, but I also find that they don't always have like the full liner. Sometimes it's just like a plug underneath to rinse the pond, and I would rather be able to bring the liner in and out. I don't know, it's just me. I don't know if you have a preference or if you've dealt with that before, but yeah, I would rather have a thing where I can bring the liner out and place it back in a reservoir versus like a plug. So I was saying these are cheaper, but they're still pricey. I want to say this is the 9-inch. I'll confirm it on the screen, because I think they have a 9 and a 10-inch, and I think that this is the 9-inch. But it was still like $46 or $48. But the lechuza ones I think are like 60 something. So it is significant. Oh, I think this might be the 10-inch, because I feel like this is bigger than my crystallinum. Eek, I'm gonna have to confirm. This is a lot bigger than I thought. I don't think I have enough pond for this. Oh no, I might have to return it. This is way too big. But I mean, you're gonna see the roots. Like, it is probably fine for the roots, to be honest. But at this point, I guess my concern is also, I don't think I have enough pond for it. I do want to take this opportunity to look a little bit closer at the leaves, make sure there isn't anything creepy crawling around. So this is the newest leaf, and it's still hardening, but I'm actually noticing it was coming in perfectly, but I'm noticing some damage area down here, which I am not loving. Oh my gosh, yeah, so this is the size up from the crystallinum. Yikes. I mean, I guess I could always just not fill it all the way up. All right, let's just bring it out of the pot. Look at this. Oh my goodness. So what I would love to do is to gently just place it. Oh, I see some of the springtails in here. I really don't like them. They give me the creeps. I know that they're friends. Yeah, I mean, this is so big. I don't even know that I'm gonna be able to get it out. There's so many roots down here. It's crazy. Okay, I got majority into here. This is your warning to not wait this long. I feel like even when I first repotted it in here, I was like, that won't last in there very long. And then I just left it, as I do. I'm trying to guide some of these like back through the holes. But like, how realistic is that? There's like no budging on the plant. Like it's not even attempting to exit. Thought this was a root. This is a wick. Okay, honestly, it could have been much worse. Okay, I don't really want to disturb the roots any more than we just did, so let's go. Okay. Anthuriums grow roots from the top, so I'm gonna leave a very small layer at the bottom because as you saw when I first put it in there, it was already like coming out. And the pond that I have is freshly rinsed, which is not my favorite to work with, but that's what we have. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it does need this size. I know that it looks ridiculous, but I feel like this is gonna take all of it, which was like the full medium-sized bag of pond that I just rinsed. I might try to get away with this. Let's see. No, it definitely still needs a little more. I actually kind of almost want to reposition it though, because I feel like if I just put it all the way in the bottom, I can make it work with less pon. What a mess. Wish me luck here. You already know the mess over here is another level. This plant was my Everest. Okay, I think I'm going to take it in the shower to rinse and try to settle some of this pon. And then I can just water it over there, and I'm also going to spray it down with my DIY pest repellent, and I don't know where it's going to go. I don't think I realized I ordered the bigger size. Maybe it's the 12-inch. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to note it in the screen. But as you saw, like, the root system really did call for it, so... Okay, I will meet you in the shower. Surprise, we're gonna do one more. This just arrived and I don't really count it as a new plant. It's more of a replacement plant. I think I shared with you in the grow rack video that I had finally gotten my hands on a Begonia paulensis, and it arrived just in terrible shape, and I tried to propagate it and all the cuttings have officially rotted off. The mother plant has died off. So this is like something that I was keeping an eye out, like to see if I could hopefully find another one. And I did on Etsy. How cute. This little, their little shop card. Oh, and it has all of the instructions. Soil, starter plants are ready to be repotted into larger pots, humidity 60% plus. Water thoroughly, fertilizer, use balance, blah, blah. Oh, how nice. I'll write the name of the Etsy shop. But yeah, so I saw it on Etsy. It was a starter plant. I believe it's a 2-inch is what it said. Also worth mentioning, reasonably priced, because I feel like there's a lot of price gouging going on in the plant community with like certain plants that are just not as available. Which I guess is maybe like everything, but oh my gosh, this is packaged so nice. Look at this. She's cute. She is tiny, but she's cute. Let me bring her out of here. Yeah, so like, I don't think that Begonia paulensis, like, I think that I've seen people do like on Etsy or on Facebook groups, they'll do like 4 inches for like $60. And I'm sorry, but I don't think that Begonia paulensis should be that much. Maybe I'm wrong, you tell me. So I think I got this for $22, which I guess is, you know, it's not nothing. But it seemed, the shop had really good reviews. It seems like it has, and it looked in the photos like it had a good amount of leaves that I could potentially take cuttings from if need be. So I decided to just go for it. So for this little cutie, I thought we would use a Rare Plant Bay's Aeroid Mix because it just has really great ingredients and they're more on the moisture retentive side while being airy. So I think it will appreciate that. And I thought it would be cute to pot into my disco planter that hasn't had a plant in for several months now. So it has a clear inner and it's self-watering. So I feel like win-win. This is very, very small and it's very like loose in here. Yeah. So this is a sponge plug, it looks like. Yikes. Maybe I want to put this in stratum first because this is just in a sponge plug. I think I want to put it in stratum first. Ooh. Propagate this if I can. Yeah, so this is not going in my disco planter. This is going in stratum, and we'll wait until it gets a bigger root system or a more established root system, because this is itty bitty. I'm gonna need another cup, which is fine. Oh boy. Yeah, like, look at this. I can't even really tell how many. Oh, it looks like maybe 3 or 4 little plants or plantlets are in here. But some of them actually don't have roots, like this one. Okay. I'm not gonna mess with this anymore as I continue to mess with it. And then just any of those that fell off, I'm gonna try to root also. This is the biggest root system we have. Okay. Let me go grab a couple of cups, put this away, and I'll be right back. Speaking of annoying noises, the neighbors just started, or like the gardeners there, so I apologize about that. I mean, I really don't mind keeping all of them together if I can. Because it's not like I want all of these individual plants, you know? Shoot. Okay, I need to give this some weight. Where's the stratum? I'm glad that I'm doing this right away. Hopefully this just gives me better luck than last time, like the fact that I caught this right away and I can just like focus on getting more roots. There was no other way though. And then should I just pop these little leaf cuttings in there too? Maybe? I think I am. Okay. So here it is. Here is my water. Making a mess, don't mind. There are a tiny little bit of roots, so this is my nutrient-rich cocktail. It does have the silica, the fertilizer, the bug hat biologicals, and the fungus gnat, anti-fungus gnat drops. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's pretty cute. I really hope that I can grow this. This has been on my list for, I don't know, like over 2 years now. This is gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Please wish me and my new repots all the luck. I will have to come back and show you some other time where that Clarinervium is going to go because it is so huge. I wasn't planning for that big of an upsize. I was thinking that maybe it could go next to my crystallinum on top of my Millsbow tall, or like even maybe on top of my Millsbow wide, but that big of a pot, I don't know, it needs like a stand or on the floor or something. And also, I'll note, I've been getting an itch to like kind of completely rearrange this room. I just think that those shelves above my desk could be better utilized and styled with plants and then other things that I actually need. I think that those shelves, my husband made them from scratch, like floating shelves, and I do love them, but I think that I could repurpose those in the bathroom and get something that's not so chunky so that I can maximize space above my desk there maybe. I've also been toying with the idea of like moving the desk's position altogether. It's a completely different thing. So bear with me. If and when that happens, of course I will show you, I'll bring you along. But yeah, I definitely need to, more pressing, find a spot for that anthurium Clarinervium. Like always, please let me know if you have any questions or if you have any video suggestions, anything you want to see, whether it's topics, a particular plant, anything, let me know. And I appreciate you so much. Thank you for spending your time with me. I will see you very soon. Bye.